Hello everybody, welcome to episode 68 of Tombstone TV. My name is Bullet Von Austin. Thank you for joining us for our Go Home show this coming Saturday, 23rd November, Newcastle upon time. We have got the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view, but before that folks, we've got this episode of Tombstone TV. And this opening contest is set for one fall. It's a singles matchup, folks. And it's the first of three very interesting undercard matches here tonight. We have a three-way tag team match on the Eliminator pay-per-view. We have the team of the Platinum Kings versus Lock and Load versus the Grim Reapers for the CWS Men's Tag Team Championships of the World. So out of those 6 men, folks, we are having 3 singles matches, folks. Our opening bout, representing the Platinum Kings, this is Mr. Carlos Reyes, and this is his 15th singles ranked matchup, folks. This is all about getting a feel for their opponent ahead of this Saturday's Reapers Rules Tag Team matchup. Carlos Reyes' opponent here tonight, folks, representing the tag team of Lock and Load. We saw these guys in that absolutely devastating Hell in a Cell match up from last month's show in Marseille, France, the Masquerade Brawl 2. This is Tom E. Load. Load making his way to the ring here now for his 11th ranked singles matchup. This is a straight singles match, folks. Reyes versus Load. These guys going to get a feel for each other. See who can get the tactical strategic advantage ahead of this 3-way tag matchup we're going to have in Newcastle upon time this coming Saturday. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then folks, what are you waiting for? Please do so. Let me know what you think of Tom E. Load. Let me know what you think of Carlos Reyes, the Platinum Kings, the Reapers, and Lock and Load. Are you ready for Eliminator 2? I know I am, and I am excited for tonight, folks. Tombstone TV first matchup just starts, and the referee watches on as Tom E. Load. My God, already? Out the gates with the pile driver, center of the ring. Tom E. Load looking to end this thing early and retain as much energy as he can for the big matchup this Saturday. Folks, you'd want to conserve as much energy as possible, and Carlos Reyes getting dropped on the top of his head. That might be. Oof, what a way to start the matchup. Maybe Carlos Reyes goes balls to the wall here, ladies and gentlemen. He's up on the top, and Tommy. My goodness gracious me, an elbow to the top of the head, followed by a quick leg drop across the chest. And look at that for a running crossbody. The Eliminator 2, folks. This coming Saturday, we're CWS. This is Tombstone TV on this pay-per-view event. This premium live-to-tape event this Saturday, folks. We are virtual sports entertainment. We hope you are sports entertained virtually. Tom E. now whipping Reyes off the ropes, and look at that for an arm drag taking him over. And now Tom E. locking up with the bigger man, but Reyes elbow to the back of the head of Tom E. Load, and now Reyes scooping Load up, walking him across the ring and dropping him throat first on the top rope. We got a cover here, folks, and we got a 1 and a kick out at 1. The dynamic hand getting a little bit too close to the action for my liking there, folks. Carlos Reyes stomping on the arm here of Load, and my gosh, taking Load to task. We're going to go all buckle cam here, folks, so that we can see. My God, is tit for tat, down just like that. A sit-out pile driver of his own. Reyes with that pile driver to Load, and Load is out, folks. Is Reyes going to go for the pinfall here and pick up the victory? It looks like he's got the pin. 1, 2, and Tommy Load gets his shoulder up. Neck breaker for Carlos Reyes. Neck-based attacks here. And again, Reyes up to the top, and this time from the top, the leg drop across the throat. And Load looks out. Ladies and gentlemen, look at Carlos Reyes standing tall over his opponent here. Of course, Reyes and the Platinum Kid picking up the win in that tag team matchup a few weeks ago, earning their entryway into this match, which was previously going to be a tag team rematch between the Reapers and lock and load after that grueling Hell in a Cell match. But the Platinum Kings, due to all their history with the Reapers, defeated Gage and Torque in a steel cage. And folks, if you'd believe it, it's come to light since that the Platinum Kid and Carlos Reyes had actually slashed the tires of the motorcycles for Motor and for Wrench. Torque and Gage managing to get to the arena, and they had to take the match in the place of Motor and Wrench. And look at this, Reyes with the sharpshooter locked in, and Load, lucky he is released from that, and my gosh, Reyes is going for the sharpshooter one more time, folks, and Load gets his hand under the rope, so that's enough for the referee to call for the break. He kicks low, and he's going for the pile driver one more time. My God, nice break chase me. Look at that, the whirling pile driver, and this time, folks, it's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. Reyes picks up the win in our opening contest here, folks. That's one in the books for the Platinum Kings. Can you believe it, folks? Reyes and the Platinum Kid have taken ownership of slashing the tires of Wrench and Motor, leading to Wrench and Motor not being able to take part in that cage match. Their stand-ins of Gage and Torque had to step in and fight the good fight for the Grim Reapers, but the Platinum Kings were victorious. And now Lock and Load's tag team opportunity to challenge for the Reapers is being interfered with. It's going to be Platinum Kings versus Lock and Load versus the Grim Reapers this Saturday. But folks, don't go anywhere because we have more matches yet to come. Speaking of which, the man they call Motor is taking on the Platinum Kid later on tonight. But first, Bobby Locke taking on Wrench M of the Grim Reapers. Folks, don't go anywhere. That match is coming up right here next. Second matchup of the evening, folks. It's another singles matchup between the 6 men involved in our tag team 3-way this weekend at the Eliminator Pay-Per-View. And introducing first, we saw his tag team partner in our opening contest, Mr. Tom E. Load, up against Carlos Reyes. But this is Bobby Locke. Bobby Locke making his way to the ring, folks, for his 11th ranked singles matchup. My apologies, folks, this is only his fifth ranked singles matchup. Bobby Locke is actually 0-4. My statistician got me all kinds of wrong there. This is his 5th ranked singles match, folks, and he is looking for his first win. Can you believe it, folks? And what a win he needs. He's up against one half the CWS Men's Tag Team Champions of the World, representing the Grim Reapers in his 21st ranked singles matchup with 15 wins to 5 losses in singles action. This is the leader of the Grim Reapers, MC. This is Wrench M. And Bobby Locke versus Wrench M in singles action here tonight, folks. Wrench, not exactly a fan favorite, getting booed out of the building here. But folks, there's no doubting his quality as a former multi-time contender, multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, and a tag team champion to boot. Wrench M of the Grim Reapers going up against a man that would love to put him behind bars, Bobby Locke. The size difference is terrifying here, folks. Bobby's in for the fight of his life here in singles action. And Bobby can't get his hands on Wrench. Wrench just pummeling away. Look at that. Wrench knocking Bobby into the corner and just clubbing away at Bobby Locke. Oh, these grim boots across the face. Look at that. Raking the face of Bobby Locke. This is a singles matchup, folks, and it's a straight matchup. There will be no rules being bent. I hope the referee is here to ensure this thing is down the middle. Wrench, oh, he's going for some ground and pound, but Bobby manages to roll through. Forearm shots across the top of the head here of Wrench M. Bobby Locke stomping down on the inside of the leg here of Wrench and Bobby, targeting the feet, the legs, and now the knee of Wrench M. Bobby Locke clubbing across the back here of Wrench. He's got to watch out for that spine buster and that grim pedigree like DDT that Wrench has made famous. Bobby again driving the knee right into the mat. Clubbing blow across the back of the head. Bobby in control here, but just going blow after blow. He yet to grab a real hold in this virtual wrestling matchup. Bobby, you're going to have to do more than that, surely. Not even a 1 count, my goodness gracious me. Bobby looks like he's seen a ghost. Wrench whips him off the ropes. Bobby springboards back in. My God, Wrench picks him up immediately. Spinebuster, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Already we got the cover. We got the 1. We got the 2. Bobby gets the shoulder up at 2. Wrench thought he had it there. Nice and easy. Wrench kicks him low and he's got him. Oh, he's hooked him. Double underhook, grab pedigree, DDT. We got the cover, and just like that, Wrench picks up the win. 2. Bobby kicked out of that grab pedigree. I did Bobby a disservice, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it in him. What the heck is Wrench doing? Wrench had him going to the top. Bobby doesn't know he's up there. From the top, we got some double axe handles coming down across the top of the head here. Bobby Locke now getting choked in front of the referee. Rest discretion, I suppose. And now Wrench measuring Bobby. Big clothesline over the top rope and outside of the floor. Bobby Locke hit hard on the floor, and the Grim Reaper's president. Wrench. Oh. Bobby rolls through, and again, he's got lucky with those elbow shots to the face. And now he's hooked Wrench around the top of the head. He's looking for a suplex inside the floor. And he dropped him, folks. He connected us with suplex. Wrench now dragging Bobby around and launches Bobby Locke back into the ring. Wrench giving chase. That big boot across the face, and Bobby Locke with nowhere to go. Elbow across the lower back. Wrench thinks he's got him. He's throwing up the gang signs, ladies and gentlemen. Not that he's part of a gang, he'd probably give out if I said that. We all know that he's a loyal friend and a motorcycle enthusiast. Suspected petty criminal, at the very least, but there's no proof of that. Lock and load haven't been able to put him away. The Grim Pedigree DDT one more time, and you gotta think that's it, folks. 1, 2, 3. Wrench defeats Lock and Lock. Still without a win. Wrench and picking up the dub. What a massive matchup and an opportunity for Bobby Locke. And you gotta feel bad for Lock and Load heading into this weekend's premium live-to-tape event, Eliminator 2. Folks, don't go anywhere. The man they call Motor is going to have his 11th ranked singles matchup coming up right here next, folks, when he goes up against the Platinum Kid in his 22nd ranked singles match. Don't go anywhere. That bout's coming up right here next on Tombstone TV. You're up here on episode 68 Tombstone TV, folks. My name is Pull Up and Awesome, and this bout is again set for one fall straight singles matchup representing the team of the Platinum Kings. This is the Platinum Kid. Platinum Kid on his way to the ring now, folks, with 6 wins, 15 losses. This is his 22nd ranked singles matchup. And it's going to be a heck of a bout going up against the man they call Motor. Folks, let me run through the rest of the show. We have a very interesting card. Later on tonight, we're going to see Pantera Roja Dos of Las Bestias Locas taking on Ozone in a singles matchup. Ozone, obviously, of the Cosmic Alliance. Those two teams are going back and forth over recent weeks and months. Chaos ensuing, spilling out between these guys. Pantera Roja Dos, Ozone, later on tonight. And folks, we've got some tag team matchups of a really interesting variety happening tonight. We have got the number one contender for the Internets Championship and for the Light Heavyweights Championship. That's Parker St. James and Killian Curse teaming up for the first time ever tonight, folks, to take on the Light Heavyweight Champion, Dragon Noir, and his tag team partner for the evening, Totally Not Mark. That's right, folks, Dragon Noir and Totally Not Mark, the Light Heavyweight Champion and the Internet's Champion, will be tagging up for the very first time to take on their opponents in singles matches for coming up this weekend's show. Folks, Platinum Kid's opponent here for the night with a 4-6 win-loss record in singles-ranked action. This is the man they call Motor. He's a fully patched-in member of the Grim Reapers. And look at him showboating, showing off that World Tag Team Championship around his waist as the man they call Motor. Previously known as Yamamoto, some call him, makes his way to the ring here for this singles bout. Folks, we also have another tag team matchup later on this very show. And again, this one's very, very interesting. The winner of Contenders 16, Moonbeam Jr., for the very first time, tags up with the CWS World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Tiernan Og, the man he's going up against this Saturday at Eliminator 2 in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. They are tagging up, folks. Management wants to get these guys in the ring together and see how they work alongside each other for change. And folks, you know who they're up against? None other than Garen Noon, Tiernan Og's rival and the man that Moonbeam Jr. eliminated last from Contender 16. Garen bringing alongside his tag team partner and good friend Pete Boggs. So the team of Team Delicious taking on the number one contender for the World's Heavyweight Champion, Contenders 16 winner Moonbeam Jr. and the World's Heavyweight Champion Tiernan Og. And folks, you may have noticed that's only 6 matches on the card. That's because we have been told by management there is a mystery main event happening tonight. Very, very interesting. In the main event of episode 68, that's right folks, a mystery matchup. Management has agreed. The strings have been pulled, I could only imagine. We'll all find out what that is later in the night, I have been assured. Absolutely huge news. And here we go folks, Platinum Kid with the cover here on a tag team champion, the man they call Motor. Only good enough for a 1. So the Platinum Kid and the man they call Motor locking up in this one. The Platinum Kid now whips Motor into the corner and he's chop across the chest here, and I don't care if you're wearing a leather cut, that is going to hurt. The Platinum Kid has been working on his agility and his strength and his size and his power recently, and look at that top rope elbow, the Platinum elbow to the midsection, and Motor got caught with that one. The Kid looking for his vengeance. This guy lost 20 weeks of his career, folks. That's over a third of the time, or around a third of the time Tombstone TV has even been on the air, and he has lost that due to the heinous attack and actions of the Grim Reapers. Missed 20 weeks of action. Folks, this is 68 episodes, so you can imagine 20 weeks is a massive percentage of what he lost due to that. And the big boot takes him down, and Motor nearly picked up the win here. The Platinum Kid got the shoulder up at 2. So Platinum Kid has been looking for his vengeance. Oh my god, Motor scoops him up and absolutely slamming the Kid back down, and we got another cover here, and we got a 1, 2, 3. The Platinum Kid not able to defeat the man they call Motor here tonight, folks. And would you look at that, the tag team champions, even in singles action, they have been dominant here tonight. Motor picking up the win, and the Platinum Kid, sorry to say, picking up another loss. But folks, this has just been a teaser. It's going to be this Saturday at the Eliminator in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, that we're going to get to see all of the 6 men in the previous 3 matches will all be together in one ring, and the titles will be on the line. Motor and Wrench defend against Bobby Locke, Tom Eat Load, and the Platinum Kings, Carlos Reyes and the Platinum Kid. Folks, it's going to be a doozy. Remember, the Grim Reapers rules are in effect. If the Reapers are the champions of the division, they get to choose the stipulation for the matchup. The other teams will only find out what the stip is when the Reapers are on the way to the ring. That's how it works. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them and speak about them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. First of our interesting tag team matches is coming up next when Parker St. James, the man who's been scheduled to take on Totally Not Mark for the Internet's Championship this Saturday on pay-per-view, will team up with Killian Curse, the number 1 contender for Dragon Noir's Light Heavyweight Championship. This tag team matchup, it's the first time ever. Both teams tagging for the first time, and folks, they're against each other like this. Very, very unique situation. Our 4th matchup on Tombstone TV episode 68 is coming up right here next. Don't go anywhere. Or on episode 68, Tombstone TV, and folks, this is a tag team matchup. Both teams in this one teaming for the very first time and making his way to the ring here, representing Newcastle upon Tyne, England, wearing the colours of his second favourite YouTube channel, Cultaholic. Go to cultaholicshop.com, find them on Patreon, join that, leave comments, like their videos, share all their content. These guys are incredibly important to the online wrestling community. Parker St. James paying homage to them with the Tombstone Sam Driver, that Pachiti Club clothesline, the Arrogance of Youth elbow, and of course the Ross Bottom. And as ever, striving to become Jack's Wrestler of the Week, Parker St. James challenging this Saturday for the Internet's Championship against Totally Not Mark. What an interesting clash of styles it's going to be. And folks, his tag team partner for the very first time, the #1 contender for the CWS Light Heavyweight Championship of the World, representing the Cursed Ones, this is Killian Curse. Killian making his way to the ring. This guy faced off at Survivor Slam 2 against Dragon Noir for the championship. He was unsuccessful that night, but he's convinced himself that he will be better positioned and more fortunate this weekend at Eliminator. Of course, he won the Masquerade Brawl in Marseille, France, the titular match for that event. It was an 8-man battle royal to determine new #1 contender. Everyone in the matchup a masked wrestler or covers her face with face paint or thereabouts, and Killian picked up the win in that one, and he will go to rematch against Dragon Noir for the light heavyweight championship. Parker St. James requested the match with Totally Not Mark for the Internet's Championship, seeing as he's going to be in his hometown of Newcastle, England. Management gave him that one. So it's going to be very interesting to see Killian and Parker, who have been they've come to blows in the past. Be interesting to see them have to team up and put their differences aside as they go up against these champions. And it'll be interesting to get a taste of what these single matches are going to look like this Saturday. And of course, when Totally Not Mark locks up with Killian Curse, that'll be new. Dragon Noir and Parker, that's new. So folks, I'm really excited by this one. Introducing first, for his team, the CWS Light Heavyweight Champion, all the way from France. This guy is the most winning singles wrestler we have here. The most singles matches that we have had here at 30 singles matches, 23 wins. Dragon Noir is an OG roster member, folks. This guy is the light heavyweight champion. He's not allowed to contend for the heavyweight title, and yet he's still got the heavyweight challenge going, where he has been taking on at least one heavyweight a month. Folks, this is his second matchup this month, and he has to wrestle again this Saturday and defend that title. Dragon Noir burning the candle at both ends, some say. Of course, this is not a ranked singles matchup, but we are adding it to the rankings in the tag division because this is a tag matchup. These two teams have formed for tonight, might be for tonight only. Who knows? Maybe they'll form bonds here. Maybe everything will break down. We are live to tape, and no one is pulling the strings here at CWS. This is simulated shoot combat. This is real virtual sports entertainment. Our results are shoot, brother. Dragon now eagerly awaiting the arrival of his tag team partner for the night. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Cork, Ireland. Totally Not Mark. That's right, folks. Marky Fitz, the CWS Internet Champion, is on his way to the ring to tag for the very first time with the light heavyweight champion Dragon Noir. This is a very, very interesting matchup. Let's see if these two guys can get on the same page. There should be no animosity here. They haven't crossed paths in pro wrestling, virtual wrestling, or other. Unlike Killian Curse and Parker, who have come to blows in the past. Very interesting to see if Marky Fitz and Dragon, or if Parker and Killian can pick up the victory here tonight. It looks like Dragon is going to start the match off for his team against Parker St. James, which is interesting, folks, because this is not the match this weekend. Dragon knocking Parker down and whips him. No, Parker turns around. Dragon is whipped into the corner and gets speared into that turnbuckle right in front of Totally Not Mark, who's going to have a great opportunity to scout his opponent for this Saturday up close and in person. Parker walking across the ring now and takes his time to tag in the light heavyweight number one contender Killian Curse, who's getting his hands on Dragon Noir. Of course, these guys know each other already. Killian now cheap shotting Totally Not Mark here. What's he looking for? My God, no, my God, on the apron. That's the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring at DDT. And Totally Not Mark was not ready for that. He was, in fact, totally not ready to be DDT'd on his face on the apron. Dragon now having to go it alone for a minute. My goodness, look at that for a whipping arm drag, taking Killian over. Totally Not Mark getting back to his feet and back up into the corner. Killian whipped into the corner now. Dragon. What's he looking for here, folks? He's booked him up and... No! Buckle bomb! Killian Curse. He's a heinous wizard within the ropes. This guy mastered the Avada Kedavra running knee and he puts his opponents in that cruciatus hold. But did he deserve a buckle bomb for real? Dragon Noir with that. And my gosh, only Not Mark getting the revenge there. Spear through the ropes and Parker gets taken down. And folks, Dragon Noir and Totally Not Mark are standing atop the world right now. Killian Curse getting counted out. Totally Not Mark going out to give chase. No titles on the line, of course, but pride and advantage for the weekend. Totally Not Mark just got dropped onto the apron. Again, for the second time, his face hitting hard onto the apron, the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring. Killian getting back into the ring and taking his time to walk around Dragon. Showboating. Totally Not Mark on the outside, forearm shot to the back of Parker St. James. Killian Curse knocking Dragon Noir off the apron. And now Killian sneaking up behind Mark. He did not see that coming. Forearm shot to the back. Killian with the stiff right hand to the top of the head. And Mark E. Fitz. Oh, that leg being attacked. Marky knows all about targeting the leg, folks. It's leg and lower back is his game. He's a cloverleaf master, but my God, look at that! Marky Fitz headed into this matchup at the Eliminator this weekend, folks, and he's going to be in a bad way. Killian with the knees to Marky. Of course, these guys have to worry about getting counted out. Mark, no stranger to count out victories. Is he about to suffer a count out loss? No! Killian broke the count. Surprisingly, maybe he wants to inflict a bit more damage on there. Folks, that was it. That was the damage. That spinning Avada Kedavra. That running knee. He just mastered it. He just dropped Dragon with it. Totally Not Mark and Killian miss each other in midair. Forearm shot at the back. Totally Not Mark now whipping Killian off the ropes. And big backdrop. Killian gets flattened. Totally Not Mark's size coming into play right there. Massive spine buster. This is how he wins matches, folks. The spine buster to weaken that back, and if the pinfall doesn't do it, that cloverleaf surely will. Totally Not Mark. My God, it's as if a fire has been lit within the man, whipping Killian into the corner. Chop across the chest. And Totally Not Mark making the tag here to Dragon Noir. Parker calling for the tag on his side of the ring, and now it's Dragon, and it's Parker. And although Parker's the legal man, Dragon Noir still tries to get the cheap shot in on Killian, which costs him. Parker rolls some furious blows on the Dragon. And oh my God, the Pachiti Club clothesline to Dragon. And then Parker looking for the cover, but Totally Not Mark dives into the ring and breaks up the tag attempt. the pinfall attempt, my apologies. Parker, St. James now dragging Totally Not Mark over and bouncing his head off that top turnbuckle in the corner. Elbows across the face. Totally Not Mark is not legal though, folks. So look at that for a dropkick to the knee. Parker gets taken down. Dragon now hook in the head. What's he got in mind here? The Dragon Fire. We saw that just recently. Dragon scooping up Parker, and he's got the leg hook. We got the one, but Killian breaks it up. We saw last week, folks, Dragon Noir hitting Jean Le Baptiste with that Dragon Fire. It's a new one for his repertoire. But the Dragon seems like he's got this matchup right where he wants it to be. Foot on the chest and talking trash to Parker St. James. Now talking some smack here to Killian Curse. Marky Fitz watching on here. The team of Marky Fitz and Dragon, so far so good it seems. Killian and Parker also doing quite well, even though right now Parker is on the receiving end of a beating. The Dragon now with the slingshot stunner taking Killian off the apron. Parker's got no one to tag. Dragon whips Parker into his corner. Killian's back up to his feet as the Dragon chokes Parker in the corner. And again, Dragon now choking Parker. It's as if he's showing Killian what he's got in him and what's ahead of Killian this Saturday at Eliminator. We got a cover here now, and we've got the 1, 2, and Parker kicks out at 2. Man got the shoulder up, and Dragon's got a bit more to do. Dragon may have to use up a bit more energy than he was hoping for. Big match with Jean Le Baptiste from the heavyweight division last week. Massive tag team match now tonight. And folks, this Saturday he's got that light heavyweight title match against Killian Curse. Killian ready for the Avada Kedavra running knee. And my God, penalty kick. Look at that overhead soccer style kick from Dragon Noir. He took Killian down. And now Dragon, Killian to the center of the ring. Dragon looked like he was going for that Dragon Fly, but Killian gets out of it, some elbows to the midsection. Killian ducks under, grabs the head, and DDT to Dragon Noir. Killian Curse walking over the ring, and he allowed Totally Not Mark to get the tag to the Dragon, and now Mark picking Killian up. Killian elbows across the face. He is Mark going to be forced for release, and he is. Killian whips Mark into the corner of Curse and Parker St. James. And, my gosh, Totally Not Mark, what's he looking for? The running sit-out powerbomb! Again, targeting that lower back, and we got the cover on the number one contender for the Lightweight Championship, and Killian kicks out. Totally Not Mark stomps across the chest here, and is this it? In his own corner! Folks, Totally Not Mark's locking in that clover leaf. Is Killian going to be forced to tap? No, Parker dove across the ring with a shotgun dropkick and broke up that submission. The referee has lost all control in this one, folks, and they're going to have to do more about keeping the League of Men in the ring and his tag partners out. What's Mark looking for here? My goodness! Driving Killian flat to the mat, and just like that, he makes the tag. Dragon now back in the ring. Picking Killian Curse up, and Killian played possum. Killian playing possum busts the Dragon wide open with that knee across the face. The Dragon's bleeding, but the sight of his own blood got him up. Look at that. Dragon splatting. That's all I can call it, folks. He just splatted him. And look at that forearm across the face here to Parker St. James, and slamming the wrist of Parker into the ground. Gonna good luck picking up a man for a Tombstone Sam driver. If your hands don't work, a Ross Bottom, a Pachiti Club goes on. Even that Arrogance of Youth elbow from the top. Oh my God, look at that for a neck breaker. And he just took Totally Not Mark down. The YouTube sensation, the media personality. Go check out Totally Not Mark on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, anywhere you look for the socials. This guy's got video game and manga coming out the wazoo. And he's a sound lad to boot. My God, look at this. Totally Not Mark. Oh my God, with a straight suplex. Parker flattened in the center of the ring. And then Mark makes the tag again. Dragon in the ring now with Parker St. James. He just turned Parker inside out. And my God, the reverse. Dragon. Rana. 1, And Killian again diving across the ring, folks, to break up the count. What's it going to take? How are we going to get a victor in this matchup? Dragon with the right hand and a second one. And Killian shoves the Dragon back. And a third right hand takes Killian right off his feet and off the apron. Petrini, clothesline for Parker. And he just rocked the Dragon. But my God, totally not. Mark saves the matchup for his team. Breaking up the pinfall, an elbow to Parker. And he's hooked him. Ross bottom to the light heavyweight champion. And now the pinfall. 1, 2. And Dragon got the shoulder up, ladies and gentlemen. Parker makes the tag. Killian in the ring now. Light heavyweight champ versus light heavyweight #1 contender. Big right hand, turn him inside out, and now Killian drops Dragon down, and he's locked in the Cruciatus curse. Is the Dragon going to be forced to tap? No, my God, it's like he just dragoned up, ladies and gentlemen. He punched his way out of that one, and Killian relinquished the hold. He might regret that. Dragon across the ring now to his partner, totally no mark. These two guys have got on very well since the start of this one. Totally no mark. Right hand over the top of the head here, Killian curse. But Killian fights back with the gut punch. Killian whipping Mark into the corner. Locks up with him and bounces the head off the top turnbuckle. Fights his way out. He fights his way out. Running. Step up. And look at that. Hook kick. That hook style kick. Taking Killian curse down. And Killian again. Pointed the elbow to the midsection. And totally no mark now gets lifted. And my God, that knee to the face. Totally no mark. Wisely, like a 20-year bet, rolls out of the ring, folks. You can't get pinned outside on the floor. Took the minute he needed, and my God, Tony No Mark dropped down, leapfrog. And look at that, taking Parker over. Marky now dragging Parker round the ring. Knee again, this time across the face of Parker, as if showing Killian, keep hitting me and my friends in the face, I'm going to knee you and yours. Dragging now back into the ring. Picking Parker up, and what's he looking for here? My goodness, he's hooked him, but he's too close. This referee is far too lenient. Dragging now with the big right headbutt. Killian caught it, punch, Dragon back. Parker scoops the Dragon up. Look, reverse it down, and now Parker scoops him up. My God, what the hell? Oh my God, just devastating. Parker St. James, yep, makes the cover, and this time totally no mark, not diving across the ring, and Parker St. James just pinned Dragon Noir in a tag team matchup, folks. The Dragon hasn't been pinned in months, and this team, can you believe it? The #1 contenders defeating the team of the champs. I wonder, is there a future here for these two in the tag ranks? Very, very interesting. And now they've got the psychological and physical advantage heading into the Eliminator this weekend. They both just defeated their opponents. They've got scheduled singles matches against these guys in just a few days. Massive win for Parker and for Killian right there. Dragon and totally not Mark. They've got to reassess their game plans. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. Fifth matchup of the night's coming up right here next. Pantera Rohat Dos of Las Bestias Locas will be taking on Ozone of the Cosmic Alliance. And then, folks, Moonbeam Jr. and Tiernan Og will team up to take on Pete Boggs and Garen Moon. And then there's that mystery main event, of course. Find out with me, folks, what that matchup is later on tonight. Don't go anywhere. Tombstone TV continues with Pantera Rodos and Ozone coming up next. 68 of Tombstone TV. This is the go-home show for the pay-per-view. Coming this Saturday in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, we have got Eliminator 2. But before that, folks, we've got singles action coming up here. One member of the Cosmic Alliance, this man right here, the man that Gravity did not remember. This is Ozone. And Ozone makes his way to the ring right now, folks. We know who he's taking on. Representing Las Bestias Locas, he is up against Pantera Rojados. Ozone making his way to the ring now for his 14th singles matchup. 5 wins and 8 losses. Ozone not just looking to put down Las Bestias Locas, but he's looking to better his standings here and make his way back to the heavyweight division, which is very interesting considering Moonbeam OG is already massive in the division with huge positive win rankings, and of course Moonbeam Jr. is the current contender, folks, the 16th contender for the men's championship, and he is going up against the champ this weekend at Eliminator. Huge big victory for Moonbeam Jr. last week, eliminating Garen Noon last in that contenders matchup. Speaking of which, Moonbeam Jr. will be tagging with the champion tonight, Tiernan Oak, to take on Garen and his friend Pete Boggs of Team Delicious. That matchup is coming up after this one, folks. But right now, Pantera Rojados, the opponent of Ozone, making his way to the ring right now for his 15th singles ranked matchup with 7 wins and 7 losses. He's representing Las Bestias Locas. This guy has a tag team titled opportunity with Loco Lobo Azul next month at Violent Night. Whoever the champions are going to be at the end of Eliminator, be that Grim Reapers, Lock and Load, or the Platinum Kings, we already know they're going up against Las Bestias Locas. And on the same show, folks, we know that Prince Toro will be challenging for the Light Heavyweight Championship, whether that be Killian Curse or Dragon Noir as the champion. Who is Prince Toro going to be up against at Violent Night? You'll have to find out with me, folks, as Tombstone TV continues on to make our way through the Eliminator pay-per-view. And we are on the path to Violent Night. That road starts this Saturday at Eliminator 2 in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, folks. If you want us to go to your hometown for Violent Night, our Christmas-themed December event, let us know where that is in the comment section down below, folks, because we haven't actually booked a venue yet. Ozone rolls through. Oh my god, look at that soccer style Pele kick over the top of the head, and Pantera gets taken down. Ozone, the man, the gravity, didn't remember with that top rope moonsault, and Pantera gets taken down. Ozone now with the suplex. And Pantera escapes it. Chop block takes out the back, the leg. Grabs Ozone by the ankle and launches him around the ring, and a big stomp across the back here. The man, the gravity, didn't remember. Pantera with a massive red cross. We know that that is the finish that he likes to use. Ozone with multiple moves to win matches. Pantera, more of a classic wrestler. He likes to hit one move to end it. So, if you see him go for that high cross, that red cross, as he likes to call it, the discus punch, and he just dropped Ozone with that one. Can he get Ozone up for that move, folks? That's the question. My god, it looks like he can, because he just hit that overhead throw of Ozone. He is the heaviest luchador, probably, in CWS. I think that's easy to say. And Pantera launching Ozone outside the ring and gets back into the ring like he's just happy to take the count out. Pantera posing in the center of the ring. Look at that. Ooh, impactful shot. Ozone just out on his rear. Rescue up to 9, and Ozone slides back into the ring. Pantera is waiting for him. Pantera hooks him. Red cross. He's got Ozone up already. Ozone drops out. Neck breaker. Pantera taken down. And Ozone. He's looking for it already. The cosmic moonsault, and Pantera kicks out at 1 as all that pump and all that circumstance. You just gave Pantera too much time to breathe. Ozone drags Pantera to the corner, bounces his head off the top turnbuckle, and now Ozone scoops him up. And what's he looking for here? Oh my god, a perfect slam. And now Ozone climbing up. What's he looking for here? My god, no, not like this. Massive Ozone splash. Pantera might be done for, but he kicks out at 1. These two heavyweights going for blow and throw for throw. And the rolling senton into the corner. Pantera getting all sorts of messed up here. Ozone's athleticism is deceptive considering his size, but the quickness of him, my god, look at that one. rolling through on that, and now Ozone springboard 450. Pantera ducks it, but he can't duck the tilt-a-whirl head scissors spin jiggy thing, and he just took Pantera down standing moonsault. My goodness, how is Ozone able to do this? His cardio is through the roof, folks. Over the top. My God, look at that one. And Ozone now at the cover, and that might be it for Pantera, who again kicks out at one. What does Ozone have to do? Oh my God, the velocity of this, folks. Look at him going to the top, and he turning around. What's he looking for? Massive moonsault. That might be it. 1, 2. And Pantera gets the shoulder up Ozone. Hitting all the biggest moves in the cosmos, in the galaxy. Handspring, back elbow. Pantera taken down. Ozone thinks he's got Pantera right where he wants him. And the elbow to the top of the head here. Ozone picking up Pantera Rodos. Up against the ropes, and now the super kick to the midsection. Pantera falls forward off the ropes. He goes handspring moonsault again, and the cover. And this might be it. 1, 2. Pantera again kicking out of Ozone's offense. Cosmic Alliance members got more to do, but how, folks? He misses the double-footed dropkick. Pantera scattered and rolled out of the way, and now Pantera back to his feet first. Ozone now back to his feet. Pantera whips him into the corner. Pantera with a running clothesline into the corner, and Ozone goes flat down to the mat, and just like that, we've got the cover. 1, 2, and Ozone kicks out at 2. Pantera stomps to the back of the head here of Ozone. And now Pantera going high risk, ladies and gentlemen, from the top. The top rope elbow to the midsection. That's the Loco Elbow. He took that from his tag team partner, Loco Lobo Azul. And a stepped up in Seguri. Ozone takes down Pantera, who escapes the scoop attempt, and the reverse DDT just dropped Ozone in the back of his head. Those in the Graveyard Arena here, the Tombstone TV audience, watching on, enthralled by this matchup for sure. Discus right hand, Ozone gets dropped, and now Pantera might just have Ozone where he wants him. Scoops him up, and one more time, then over the head throw. Sure to be got. Oh my God, he did it, folks, and into the barricade. Pantera tosses Ozone back into the ring. He's truly not happy with the idea of this count-out victory. He wants to really hurt Ozone physically and damage his legacy too, perchance. This is it. Red Cross. Pantera Rodos has Ozone up high and slams him to the mat. Pantera with the cover. Ozone's not making no ropes. 1, 2, 3. Pantera picks up the victory in his 15th singles matchup. He goes 8-7, and Las Bestias Locas looking good here, folks, in this one. Ozone with another loss to the record. He's a bit away from heavyweight contention, so it looks like all of that is going on the shoulders of Moonbeam Jr. All of the Cosmic Alliance hopes. And here, folks, Hanaconda not booked for the show tonight, but Pantera Aloha Dos obviously paying homage to her right here. Pantera Rojados victorious. Folks, don't go anywhere. Your semi-main event's coming up right here next, as we've got the heavyweight champion of the world, Trinano, teaming with his opponent this Saturday, Moonbeam Jr. of the Cosmic Alliance. They take on Team Delicious members Pete Boggs and Garen Noon, the former internet champion, former world heavyweight champion, and former contender. My goodness gracious me, this match is going to be huge. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's coming up right here next on Tombstone TV. Coming up next, folks, it's a tag team matchup. Both teams teaming. Very, very interesting indeed. Making his way to the ring first, representing Team Delicious, former internet champion, former contender, former world's heavyweight champion. This is Garen Noon. Be sure to follow him. He's delicious. Get him on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Insta, wherever he is. Remember, he's delicious. Garen making his way to the ring right now, folks, for a tag team matchup alongside his partner, Pete Boggs, and he's going up against the world's heavyweight champion and the man that took the championship from him, Tiernan Og. And Tiernan Og's own rival and opponent for this coming Saturday's event, Moonbeam Jr., the contender. That's right, Contender 16 winner and champion, teaming up against Garen and Garen's buddy, Pete Boggs. Garen, who came down last in the Contenders matchup and was eliminated by Moonbeam Jr., taking away the possibility of us having a trifecta of main events. Garen and Tiernan Og fought each other at Survivor Slam, where Garen came out on top. That was in Toronto, Canada. Then we went to Marseille, France, folks, for the Masquerade Brawl 2, where Garen lost the championship back to Tiernan Og in an ambulance match. And Garen was hoping to win Contenders and go to face Tiernan in Newcastle upon Tyne, England this Saturday for Eliminator 2 and the main event. Moonbeam Jr., who won a 5-way matchup to enter contention, then defeated former world champion Loco Loba Azul to get into the Contenders matchup, went on to eliminate Garen, another former champion, from the Contenders match, and he went on to win it. So Moonbeam Jr. taking on Tiernan Og for the world's title. Can you believe it, folks? Of all the members of the Cosmic Alliance, who would have thought that Moonbeam Jr. would be in the heavyweight championship matchup at Eliminator 2? But here we are, folks, and here is Pete Boggs. This guy is an entrepreneur, he's a farmer, he is a landscaper, he's a skyscraper of a landscaper, and he, along with Paddy Fields of the Walk and Spring Roll Express and Garen Noon, have come together to form a very strange union. Pete Boggs is going to grow all the vegetables and raise the animals on his farm. Garen has invested his TikTok-generated millions that he talks about sometimes into the business, and the Walk and Spring Roll Express owner, Paddy Fields, it's his restaurant that gets all of the produce. You may have seen Garen do a video recently about Irish Chinese food. Yeah? Wrap your head around that. Where do you think he got it, folks? Where do you think he got it? And now introducing the first of their opponents tonight. Interestingly, he wants to come down first, even though he is the CWS World Heavyweight Champion. This is the Celtic King, the Irish living legend, trying to become immortal. This is Tiernan Og, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring slow and steady. This guy has his path booked to the main event of Eliminator coming up this weekend. Tiernan is a 2-time champion of the world here in CWS. And he's a 2-time contender as well. Tiernan now enters the ring wearing that beautiful green and gold belt. He was also hoping for the three-peat, the All-Ireland final. He wanted Garen in Newcastle. And folks, when he came out publicly and said that on a recent radio interview, Moonbeam got offended, spoke up, and he said, if you want Garen, well, I want Garen too. I'm going to prove to you that I'm the right man to stand opposed to you when we defeat Garen again. It was Moonbeam Jr.'s idea to tag with Tiernan Og to prove to Tiernan, to Garen, and to the world that Moonbeam Jr. is a stand-alone breakout star. Yes, he's part of the Cosmic Alliance. Yes, you've seen him predominantly in tag team matches, but Moonbeam Jr. is his own man. And folks, this guy's going for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gotta say, he'd be one of the stranger champs we've had. But the Cosmic Alliance would love to get that gold within the ranks. It might not be the man they assumed would do it. Surely everyone would have thought that Moonbeam Originales would have been the guy to get the title first. But Junior, as the world champion, we are just a few days away from that being the timeline we live in, folks. Possibly that could happen. Tiernan Og, Moonbeam Jr. taking on the team of Garen Noon and Pete Boggs in this tag team matchup. And look at this, folks. How exciting is this? The champion and Garen, the rivals, starting this one off. Tiernan picking Garen up onto the shoulders already, and he's walking him around the ring. Ref's in the way, but my God, he changed his mind from a top turnbuckle attack maybe to a gutbuster of sorts. Garen fighting back out with some kicks across Tiernan, and now Tiernan, has his hand stomped on here by Garen Noon. Garen is a natural, folks. He walks around the ring now and he makes a tag here at Pete Boggs with his big green wellies. And Pete Boggs just walked straight into Tiernan Oaks, running DDT and a double footed dropkick to take him down. Tiernan, eats an elbow and a series of chops here. And look at that for a clothesline. Pete Boggs just took Tiernan Oaks down. Moonbeam watching on. In a way, Moonbeam's got to be kind of excited. If Tiernan can get weakened here tonight, then surely that means that Moonbeam's match with Tiernan this weekend is going to be easier for him, but also Moonbeam wants to prove himself that he's the guy to take down the champ, that he is a heavyweight champion himself, so he's got to be conflicted. Garen rolling to the outside. Tiernan now turns his attention to Pete Boggs, offering his body up as a distraction, but Garen, my God, he just walked into that Celtic kick, that big boot, and Tiernan just took him down. Garen was not expecting that or that, folks. 2 Celtic kicks, those big boots, and the deadlift up onto the shoulder. The running powerbomb. Pete Boggs is out on his feet, folks. Garen got hit with that running power slam. Moonbeam Jr. hasn't had a lot to do, really. And a clothesline to the back of the head here. Garen Noon turns the tide of that one, and a drop in Tiernan with a DDT and a cover now in the corner of Team Delicious. 1, 2. You notice that Moonbeam didn't even try to break up the pin, unlike the last tag match where we had, where everyone was breaking them up. It was interesting to me. Maybe he trusted Tiernan to kick out, maybe he didn't. Garen now kicking down low, and Garen picking Tiernan up. My God, look at that! Over the top and just alley-ooped him into the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiernan rolls to the outside, gets right back into the ring and locks up with Garen Noon, and a snapmare takeover off the ropes, and there we go, 2 feet across the face, and Garen's mush got squished. Tiernan whips Garen into the corner, and now Tiernan Oak. It looked like he was going over to tag Moonbeam Jr., who walked out of the corner. Interesting decision there. If he's not in the corner, he can't get the tag, leaving Tiernan to fight on for a minute. Maybe Moonbeam Jr. is not as honorable as he made out he was going to be. Moonbeam walks back to the corner now as Tiernan gets the cover on Garen Noon. 1. Garen kicking out at 1. Folks, this is only the semi-main event. We still have a mystery matchup yet to come. Management being very secretive about that one. Moonbeam and Tiernan make the tag. Moonbeam Jr. now legal, and look at that spear through the ropes, taking Pete Boggs off the apron and launching himself over the top rope, and he clipped Garen on the way down, stomped across the top of the head, and Moonbeam Jr. now drops the elbow across the lower back of Garen Noon. Jr. locking up with Garen and tosses him into the barricade. Back first. Moonbeam being vicious here, folks. And Pete Boggs. It looks so Moonbeam Jr. went over to mock Pete Boggs, and Boggs was having none of it. Big right hand across the face, and Jr. got taken down. And again, Jr. talking trash to Pete Boggs. He's getting distracted, though. And there we have it. That stunner off the top rope, and Garen just removed the top turnbuckle pad right in front of the referee. Oh, he just caught the legs. Look at that. Jr. just went for a double for the dropkick to the midsection. Garen caught the legs, allowed Moonbeam to go splat, and now he's going for the cover to Moonbeam Jr. Kicking out at 2 off of that one. Garen now scooping up Moonbeam and drops him with the suplex. The referee now taking the time to put the turnbuckle pad back on. Missed that corkscrew elbow. We've seen Moonbeam Jr. with the corkscrew elbow, and we've got a visual pin. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the referee's been distracted. Garen's taking off of that top turnbuckle pad, absolutely paying dividends there. Moonbeam Jr. just got the visual win, and the step up. Look at that, the quickness, the agility of Jr. Garen makes the tag. Pete Boggs now legal and runs straight into Hurricane Rana for Moonbeam Jr. Tiernan scouting the man right now. Probably really only taking Moonbeam Jr. serious for the first time. Now as he can watch him in the ring, how is Tiernan going to compete with the speed of Jr.? And how is Jr. going to outmatch and just survive the strength and the power of Tiernan? Oh, Boggs, the big boot just kicked. My God, look at that. Clicked the head off of Moonbeam Jr., just launch him over the top rope on the side of the floor, and now Boggs getting distracted by Tiernan in the ring, so Jr. with the stunner to Garen over the top rope, and now Jr. whipping Boggs into the corner. Caught the legs of Boggs, Jr. open over, kicks Boggs back into the ring. Jr.'s taunting, what's he looking for here? Nothing, folks, he just got speared through the second and third rope off the apron. Jr. taking too much time, but again, folks, look at this airplane spin, head scissors, and he just took Pete Boggs down, sending him careening and crashing into that crowd barricade. Tiernan Og up on the apron. My God, look at that for a standing moonsault from Moonbeam Jr. to Pete Boggs. Some kicks across the lower back now. Tiernan watching on at the athleticism of Moonbeam Jr., his rival and his opponent here for this Saturday's matchup. He is scouting the man that's going to stand opposed to him. Moonbeam Jr. now locking up with Boggs and trying to whip Boggs into the ring, but Tiernan clearly in the way. Jr. again. Jr. now getting into the ring, breaking the count at 8, and the double footed dropkick. He just kicked off and landed back on his own feet. Moonbeam Jr., what a heck of an athlete. He's going, look at this. The ref can't see it, but I'm pretty sure Jr. is raking at the eyes here of Pete Boggs. Boggs now overpowering Moonbeam of the Cosmic Alliance, bouncing his head off that top turnbuckle, and Pete Boggs now charges to corner and massive splash. Jr. falling into the center of the ring. And look at that, 2 hands and a spine buster. Pete Boggs 1 foot on the chest, and Jr. Too cocky out of Pete Boggs. Jr. manages to kick out, but again, notice, Tiernan did not try to break that up. He was happy for Jr. to get splatted into the mat. It's as if this match means more to Jr. than it does for Tiernan Og. Jr. now with the cover. We got the 1. And Boggs kicks out at 1. Garen reaching for the tag. And he gets it. Pete Boggs tags in Garen Noon. Garen now manhandling Moonbeam and tosses his head. I think he just buckled his head off the top turnbuckle. I think Moonbeam Jr. now is bleeding, folks, ahead of his title match this weekend. He might regret that. And look at Garen now, the exposed bleeding head, dragging it across the ropes. Dynamicam trying to get a visual here of Junior's bleeding head. And yes, folks, above his eye. Junior makes the tag. Tiernan Og now legal, and Garen won't let him into the ring. Big clothesline, taking Tiernan off his feet. Tiernan now, his ankles hooked, and Garen with the disrespect. Oh my God, what the hell? Tiernan, I thought he'd escaped it, but Garen again, alley-ooping Tiernan into the friggin' future, man. It looked like Tiernan was going for that discus, big boot, that kite kick, and a Rosen clothesline. Garen now with the cover, and folks, 1, 2, shoulder up. Tiernan Og escapes. My God, the wound in the eye here of Moonbeam Jr. And another rolling senton splash here. Garen to Tiernan. Garen making the tag. Pete Boggs back into the ring. Pete standing tall over Tiernan Og. Locking up with him. Whips him off the ropes. He bounces back. Pete Boggs just goozled him. And the Celtic chokeslam was broken up. Tiernan gets out of his own hold. 2 feet to the mush. Pete Boggs taken down. Tiernan walking around the ring. He looks like he's going to make the tag to Moonbeam Jr., who graciously accepts the opportunity. And the corkscrew. The cosmic corkscrew. Jr. taking Tiernan down and now going to the top rope. What's he got in mind? That is a beautiful shooting star press, and Garen Noon diving in already to break up the count before the referee could even get to 1. Stomping here from Junior. Stomping across the back of the arm here. Junior just hit some of his best offense, and now he's taking a breather, making the tag to Tiernan, who again, folks, it looks as though he's fixated on Garen Noon and not the legal man. Garen forearms Tiernan to the face. And look at this, Tiernan dragging Garen into the matchup when the referee is counting out Pete Boggs. And after bringing Garen into the ring, Tiernan now leaves the ring, breaking the referee's count. And shot blocks Pete Boggs outside on the floor. Garen is stirring on his feet, folks. Moonbeam on the apron, watching on. The World Heavyweight Champion just taking Pete Boggs to task. And weirdly, this is probably Pete Boggs' best showing so far in CWS. He's won matches and tag matches and things, but He's going against some big hitters in this one. Look at that neckbreaker variation. Pete Boggs gets back into the ring. You'd forget that Garin wasn't even legal. Oh, the head kick. Tiernan gets taken down by Pete Boggs' green wellies and his head kick. And Pete scooping Tiernan up. Big backbreaker just like that. And ahead of a title match, you don't need to get your back broke up like that one. Stomp across that back. Pete Boggs in control of Tiernan Og right now, and who thought we'd have said that at the start of the night? Pete Boggs whipping Tiernan into the corner. Elbows his way back out. And the champion distracted by Garin. Boggs gets him up. Dragging into the far corner this time, and drops Tiernan onto the top turnbuckle, and Pete Boggs now watches as Tiernan bounces his way down. Pete Boggs makes the tag. Garin again now legal. The Chinese food aficionado, and my God, a kick across the face. And that might be it, folks. 1, 2, and the heavyweight world champion kicks out at 2. Garin whipping Tiernan into the corner again. Team Delicious's corner. Team Delicious's? Team Delicious? That delicious corner. And Garin, oh, elbows back. Tiernan with a big boot to the face, and now Tiernan looking to make the tag to Moonbeam Jr., who graciously accepts the tag one more time. We've got Jr., we've got Garin, and that was weird. But Moonbeam Jr. went for a diving crossbody of sorts to Garin, who evaded it. Moonbeam hit hard, and now Garin tags in Boggs. Boggs, Jr. And Jr., look at that for a head scissors. Or a Hurricane Rana thing. And he took Boggs down, and Junior now already making the tag back to Tiernan. Says you can have him. And the knee to the midsection. Pete Boggs gets taken over. Spear to the outside. Boggs wisely getting out of the ring because Garin isn't there to help him break up counts from the top. Oh, Tiernan went for a double axe off the top, but Moonbeam Jr. locked up with Pete Boggs, and Tiernan did not connect. We have it, folks. They're not a real team. They're just teaming for the night. Junior and management came up and concocted this plan, it seems. And look, as I say it, they hit a tag team maneuver. Double elbows, and Boggs gets taken down. Tiernan and Moonbeam. Each time they make a mistake, they come back from it stronger, it seems. This is a weird union, isn't it? And Junior now up to the top. What's looking for? But standing shooting star again to Pete Boggs, makes the cover, and Garin again won't even let the 1 count land. Junior again going to the top, and again shooting star. Referee's got the count. We got the 1, we got the 2, and 3. Moonbeam Jr. just defeated Pete Boggs and Garin Noon in your semi-main event. And if there was any doubt whatsoever that Moonbeam is the right man to face the champion at Eliminator, folks, this is it. Moonbeam picked up the win for the team. Garin not involved in the loss, but he didn't win the match either. And look, that was a show of respect here between these two, Tiernan and Moonbeam. And what? No. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event. Thiago K. Oliveira is cashing in the Future Shot briefcase. He's challenging Tiernan Og right now for that World Heavyweight title. Don't go anywhere, folks. That match is coming up in your main event right here, next on Tombstone TV. Of episode 68, Tombstone TV. And folks, a couple of moments ago, we had Tiernan Og, the heavyweight champion, and the number 1 contender, Moonbeam Jr., tag teaming up against Garin Noon and Pete Boggs. Tiernan, Moonbeam, successful in that matchup, folks. And as the match ended, it was announced that TKO, Thiago K. Oliveira, is cashing in his Future Shot briefcase tonight, folks, on the Go Home show for the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view. He's challenging for a World's Heavyweight title. He's cashing it in, folks. Tiernan's got to wrestle again. And folks, would you believe it? Would you look at this? Garin Noon has been selected as the guest referee for this matchup. How How is this fair, folks? He was just on the opposing side of Tiernan. This man was eliminated by Moonbeam Jr. in the Contenders match earlier this month. He lost his championship to Tiernan Oak at the Masquerade Brawl. He defeated Tiernan for the championship at Survivor Slam 2 in Toronto, Canada. And here he is, folks, again. Stories being interlinked. We've been denied the three-peat, the trilogy of matches, singles matches between these two guys, because Moonbeam Jr. won the Contenders matchup, but he deserves it, folks. What a Cinderella story. He wasn't even in our top 20 combatants this month. He won a fatal four-way to claim the last spot in the top 20. He defeated Loco Lobo Azul on the path to Contenders to qualify for the matchup. As a former heavyweight champion, former Future Shop briefcase holder, the guy won the Stadium Royale, and Moonbeam Jr. defeats him in Contenders. And then Junior and Tiernan, folks, they were just a few days away from having that title matchup, and now TKO sees his opportunity. I wonder, has he planned this with Garen? Has he seized this individually? How is Garen the guest ref, folks? How does this make sense? Make it make sense. We're having a heavyweight championship matchup on Tombstone TV. And folks, the winner of this one must wrestle again against Moonbeam Jr. this coming Saturday at Eliminator in Newcastle. And here we have it, folks. He's cashing in the Future Shot briefcase. Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian Stallion, with 8 wins, 6 losses. This is his 15th ranked singles matchup. Can you believe it? This is a genius move. Absolutely. Tiernan's just wrestled a grueling near 20-minute matchup. He's been focused his training for the last week, facing Moonbeam Jr. He's just scouted him side to side. He's been battered and broken in that matchup by Pete Boggs and by Garen Noon. And now, folks, TKO is seizing his opportunity. And somehow Garen Noon is the guest ref in this one. The odds are stacked significantly against Tiernan, against the world's heavyweight champion. And here he is, folks, making his way to the ring. He is the Celtic King. He's the Irish living legend, the CWS World's Heavyweight Champion. This is Tiernan Oak. And Tiernan Oak wants to become immortal, folks. He wants to live on and his legacy live on for millennia. And he wants to do that, folks, by winning all the accolades, all the championships, having the best and longest reigns, and defeating the most mighty of enemies. And folks, I'm not sure if they come any more mighty than the likes of Garen Noon, the TikTok millionaire. He's a self-made man. He's a natural virtual wrestler. He's a beautiful voice. Did you see him singing the Pearl Jam track? That was incredible. He is hilarious and generally comes across as being quite sound. But this rivalry he's developing with Tiernan Oak, folks, this is something special. TKO, another outstanding athlete here, folks. This man's won multiple Contenders matches. Look at that, the prize that's on the line tonight, folks, the CWS Championship. Bear in mind, TKO will be rested. Interestingly, folks, TKO, I mean, he wrestled last week. He defeated Dr. Dermot Allergy. He will be in the Survivors match at the Eliminator pay-per-view, where he will be potentially contending there for number 1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. And folks, to have this prize around his waist while he does it, he might have to wrestle twice. Or will he pull out of Survivors if he wins? What does that look like, folks? Tiernan holding on to the championship, folks, looking at that as if he might be saying goodbye. This is an absolutely mad one. Episode 68. This is your main event. I am Bullet Von Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Garen Noon, the guest ref, starts this one off and Tiernan with the big right hand immediately. Going for the bat. Is he looking for that reverse suplex TKO? Careful what you wish for. Cover. 1, 2. That seemed like a very fair count. I know it's going to be tough to be objective in this situation. Stammer's taking over. Garen almost in the way, but Tiernan there with that Celtic kick. And here we go. 1. Tiernan going to have to do more than that to keep Thiago K. Oliveira down. This guy is a former world champion in the mixed martial arts world, and a running DDT. Tiernan takes TKO down. Did TKO bite off more than he could chew? Did he expect that Tiernan would be worse for wear? But Tiernan so far dominating in this one, slamming the head of TKO flat into the mat, and now lifting him up. Deadlift, and he's looking for that running power slam, and he takes him down. But Garen's got on a rope break before Tiernan even went for the cover. Oh, I don't like this, folks. Tiernan with a big right hand here, fighting for his like his titles on the line, and Garen again claiming rope break before TKO's foot even hit that rope. And now TKO with the step up and that kick, and now the belly. Tiernan goes splat down to the mat and a cover. 1, 2. Tiernan kicks out. TKO looks like he's barely warming up. Look at this ground and pound. Look at these. Oh my god, these stiff shots to the face here. Oh my god, driving the elbow into the top of the head of Tiernan Hogan, clubbing away the ground and pound. That's where TKO thrives. His submission game also on point with a big right hand. Turns Tiernan inside out, but Tiernan fights out. He has that. It looks like he went for the sleeper throw, but he hasn't scouted. Tiernan went for the choke slam, and TKO had that scouted and just being dropped across the top rope like that. TKO whipping Tiernan off the ropes and over the ropes outside to the floor. Tiernan's lands flat, hard on his back. TKO giving chase here. On the ground and pound on the outside here. You won't win the title outside, TKO. But then again, you might with this referee. I'm not sure how I feel about this, folks. I thought the first few counts were fair, but since then those rope break calls were a bit... Garen appears to be counting a bit slowly here on the outside as well, as if removing any trace of the champion's advantage that would normally be in Tiernan's favour right now. Tiernan getting tossed back into the ring and a club him low across the back. TKO picks him up, and my god, look at that for a massive spine buster, driving Tiernan into the mat and that cover. Garen now down for the count. We got the 1, 2. Tiernan kicking out at 2. Fist drop from TKO, and again, folks, hoping to bloody up the face of Tiernan, and TKO climbing to the top. We don't often see this. From the top he goes with that Brazilian splash, and Tiernan evades it and drops King Lear's leg drop across the chest and the neck, and now he's going for the choke slam. Tiernan going for the choke slam. TKO drives the elbow into the head, turns Tiernan inside out. He's got him for the sleeper and the overhead throw. TKO dragging Tiernan. Look at this, making a point, taking him away from the ropes. Referee Garen Noon watching on, down quicker this time. 1, 2. New champion. TKO just won the CWS World Heavyweight Championship. Massive win for TKO. I don't want to talk about the negatives of this one. Garen tosses the title to TKO. TKO doesn't care. He's the champion of the world. The Brazilian stallion stole one, folks. He's got to wrestle again this weekend. He goes up against Moonbeam Jr. What does that do to our card? Where does that place Tiernan Hogue? What will that do to the championship title scene? Tiernan loses the belt, and Garen caused it yet again, folks. Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian Stallion, versus Moonbeam Jr. in the main event of Eliminator 2, Saturday 23rd, Newcastle upon Tyne, England. The world of CWS just changed forever, folks. I'll see you this Saturday. Stay async.